What's going on, guys? It is WelshDragonDSG here, and welcome back to another FIFA 18 career mode video. Today, guys, I am going to show you some of my key tips to start the perfect career mode. This works if you are starting off with a big team with a massive budget, and even if you are starting off with a small team as a road to glory. These 5 key tips will help you out. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get on into my first tip that you should do the moment you start your career modes. So the first one you want to look at is your objectives. This will help you find out how to use your budget. It's usually set out with 5. You've got domestic success, continental success. You do have youth development, brand exposure, and financial. This is going to take in consideration how you spend your money, what you invest your money in, and what type of players you end up actually bringing in, and whether you have to sell players. So make sure you have a good look at these, figure it out, and find out what you need to do with the club. And also another big thing is look at that budget while you're analysing your objectives. It's right next to it, and you'll be able to find out if you can actually meet the next few tips. Okay, so tip number 2, it's more about analysing again. It's all about analysing your lineup. First thing you need to do is sort out your formation. What formation adapts to the team that you have right now? Does a 4-1-2-1-2 work? I'm using Blackburn in the background right now, and I'm currently using a 4-1-2-1-2, and it works quite well. Unfortunately, we're quite weak on that right-hand side, which does mean we possibly need to sign more players in that position. But that's the thing you need to do. You need to analyse your lineup, figure out where you need to improve, what formations work, and what formations you actually like as well, because you don't want a formation you don't like and you can't play with, and you've only got that team. So analyze your line. But this is the main tip on analyzing your lineup right now. It's about making a spine to your team. It's having a good goalkeeper, a good centre back, a solid midfielder, and a solid striker. It is all about sorting out that spine. The moment you sort out that spine in your lineup after analysing it, you're on to a winner. But anyway, let's go on to number 3. Okay, so this is tip number 3, and it is create 2 squads. This is squad number 1 and your backup squad. The reason I do this at the start of my career modes is that 1, I know if I need to improve in any positions, and also 2, is that I have a lineup made ready when I have a game every couple of days, because the first team will be too tired, but if you have a strong enough second team, it will do very well, and you can just be like, you know what? We got a game on Tuesday as well as Sunday just gone. We are going to be switching to our second team. And then what you can do as well, you know, if you want to only bring a midfielder in from your second team, you can bring him into your first team quite easy because you've got that already lined up. So tip number 3, make sure you create 2 squads to start off. Now anyway, let's get into tip number 2. So tip number 2 is buy key positions. This all depends on your budgets, what type of players you actually sign, but it's key to find out where your weakest points are, where your weakest thread is, where your weakest depth is. So the moment you analyse that, so after you've analysed your lineup, you'll understand, okay, I need a right mid. For example, with Blackburn Rovers right now, we're quite weak on that right-hand side. We've got a decent left-hand side, but our right-hand side is quite weak, and we only have 1 solid CDM, which is not good. And also, we only have, at the moment, we do have 4 centre-backs, but we could do with another one as well. So guys, take that in consideration. Understand where your key positions you need to actually buy, whether you loan in or whether you sign. My opinion is try and buy a few younger players for a couple $100,000 who have decent potential and now be key positions actually bought. Let's get into my final tip, and which is my number 1 tip. So if you are on a lower budget for your team, it's going to be quite difficult. But if you've got a higher transfer budget, it's going to be quite easy. But consider leaving some budget for the end for January, just because I have spent all my dollar in that summer transfer window, and then it comes to a few months and the team has hit the wall, and we don't understand why. And you understand, right, okay, I need to buy this place, I need to buy this player, this position needs to improve, and you understand that, and you're like, oh wait a minute, I got no budget and I need to sell. You don't want to sell. You want to try and keep the players as many as you can, but if you do have to sell, it's fine. But we don't want to sell in January. We want to try and improve upon the squad that we already do have. So make sure you have some budget left over for January, so if you can make improvements, you got it there. Okay guys, so they were my top 5 tips to start a career mode. I'm going to give you 2 bonus tips. So this is after you completed all these 5 tips, you consider this. Can you sell players? After you created your 2 squads, is there any players that don't actually feature in either squad? And number 2 is invest in youth. If you've got a bit of budget left over, consider actually going, you know what? I'm going to invest in a youth. Consider scouting a future star. Okay, guys, so they were my tips for career mode. But guys, I want to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for plenty more FIFA 18 content. My 2 previous videos are right by here. And guys, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.